What's up, YouTube? We are back. Passport Rose. We are back. Put my cap on, guys. Happy February. Happy Black History Month. We got Captain Levi. And yo, I got that blue and white Letterman. I got that from Fashion Nova. It's one of my favorite jackets to wear. So y'all already know what it is. Got the security vest on. Top flight security. The Gap Tooth Bandit is back. Got a few announcements. Let's start there. So take a seat, get comfortable. I'll explain everything that's been going on and that's moving forward. February 27th, I am going to the Dominican Republic. If you've seen on my page, my girl, we got serious. So I was with, another girl, back when I was in the DR, but, she showed me her colors and we ended up not working out, and that's her loss. I don't even care, but, you find love in weird places. But I will say this, I love the girl, she's a good girl. I'm glad that, we're together, but I'll never be in a position where I'm just head over heels in love with a woman, because at the end of the day, it's more important to me that she loves and respects me than I am in love with her. You know what I'm saying? So she has passed all of the tests needed to see if she was, if she was wifey material, and she's passed them, So the thing is, I'm 30 years old, and I chose a girl she's 8 years younger than me. So the control is a little bit more, I take the lead on a lot of situations. So we got our apartment down in the DR. I pay the bills, but I have access to her Instagram and her WhatsApp. And there's not too much arguing about what we're doing, what the move is. I make the plans and she just follows the lead. And I believe that's the way it should be. When I made the Passport Bros channel, it was originally me going in about, my adventures in the DR and everything, but guys, this is a big world, and I want to extend my adventures outside of the DR. So this is gonna be one of my last adventures there. I'm going to the DR on February 27th. I will be there for 9 days until March 7th. There I will be finishing up some last things that I didn't get to finish back in November, because I fucked up my arm, my leg. I had to leave. Me and Carla didn't work out. We didn't end up getting married and everything. So a lot of guys go to the DR and they think they're gonna find their wife there, that they're gonna find the one. It don't usually go that way. Usually that girl that you thought was gonna be the one ends up not being the one that you end up with. Now, I think my girlfriend is beautiful. I like her a lot. I love her personality. Is she the baddest girl in the DR? No. Is she the baddest girl I ever had in my life? No. But she's loyal, she cooks, she cleans, she does the things that I require of her, and she respects me as the man, and that's what's more important. So the channel, it is Passport Bros, but I want to move a little bit more into the red pill manosphere space, especially while I'm here in Atlanta, because right now I don't plan on leaving. I'm getting my bachelor's degree and I'm working for Coca-Cola right now. So the money and the opportunity is keeping me here. And that's what's more important to me for right now, is the money and the opportunity. I love the DR. I can always visit. I can always go and have my adventures there with or without a wife. But at the same time, I am going to put more focus on my future than having adventures in the DR. Because just look, I'm no different than you. I seen the videos on YouTube when I was in my mid 20s. I saw the guys going to the DR, and I saw, how fun it looked in Sosua and Santo Domingo. And I wanted to experience it, and I got the chance to experience it, and it was fun. But then you get to your older years, and it's like you realize that there's more important things on the table, especially having an education and then having something that is tangible in the United States. No matter where you decide to live, at the end of the day, the United States is the greatest country in the world. And if you do not have your stuff together here, there's no point in you having your stuff together in another country. Okay, so you got a little apartment in the DR, great. It is cheaper. I do love going there. But when you come back home, you're always having to stay at somebody else's house, or you don't have yourself together here, so you really can't build a life here, which is what's more important. Any woman you find, whether it be in Thailand or Dominican Republic, Colombia, I don't really care, they all want to come here because they don't want to deal with the issues that they have to deal with there. Right now in Guaracano and Santo Domingo Norte, where she lives, their power has been out for like the past 3 days. So why would she want to stay in a situation like that? Of course she wants to be in the United States. And I believe in going into the casino, placing your bet, but once you're up, it's time to get your chips and get out. You can keep trying to place bets and keep trying to win, but at the end of the day, there's a time when you have to accept that you won and leave from there, and that's okay. So I want to also announce the shop, Son of Chiba. So if you guys go to, I believe I gotta check the domain. So I'm gonna post the domain in the details, whatever you call that, the thing at the bottom that tells you, the description, whatever. I'm gonna post for sonofchiba.shop. Son of Chiba Productions is a company that I created, and it was for the art that I was working on, but I wanted to turn that art into something, that you guys can enjoy too. And I hate when YouTube channels make, products and it's all just based around the channel, like Fresh and Fit, got shirts that say Fresh and Fit. Like I made things that I felt were artistic, but also gave the Passport Bros flavor, but also were, not necessarily linked to my channel. So you're not walking around in Santo Domingo and you got a shirt that says Passport Bros and you're just looking like a lick. Like, for example, this right here is a mask that I, created. It says puñeta. And all my all my Puerto Ricans, they know puñeta. This is a picture of a girl, her name is Heidi, or Haiti, how she pronounces it. And I created this shirt, and it says que lo que mío. And that's a saying that a lot of Dominicans say. So if you're in the DR, someone might see this and they would appreciate that. They'd be like, oh, that's dope. Where'd you get that from? Type thing. And you could say you got it from my channel, from my store. So I'm gonna link the store because I'm gonna add the store to YouTube so you guys can go straight to the store. But for now, I'm leaving the link down the bottom. So definitely check out some more of the stuff that I made. And if you guys like them, you're free to buy them. I'm an artist before anything else, so I came up with these designs, originally. And for example, I made this shirt. It says Cuero, and I feel like, someone who's Dominican would really see that and be like, yo, that's dope. Like, because it could have multiple meanings. You're looking for Cuero, or you are a Cuero. Who knows? I'm gonna be posting a lot of videos while I'm down there, because me and Noemi, we're getting married, but I'm gonna dip off from her at times and do my own thing. But we're also gonna have adventures together too, because I want you guys to see the process of getting married in the Dominican Republic, the process of finding that person that you feel you should be with, And I definitely want to say, shout out to her because, a lot of girls almost got that ring for me. They almost got that visa, and a lot of them didn't make the cut. And I am surprised that she did because I honestly probably would never have said I would have married a girl who was 8 years younger than me. Even though, one time I dated a girl who was 18, who just turned 18 in the DR. The girl, the light skin, in fact, I'll post it right there. This light skin girl right here that I always see with the big ass titties, like, she, we almost got married, but I didn't go through with it because I just wasn't prepared back then, And, I almost married her. It happens, You get serious with these girls and you think it's gonna be something, but like I said, at the end of the day, it either is or it isn't. In those situations, it wasn't. But let's get into what this video is about. This is a story time, and I want to tell you guys something. How I even got and became a passport bro. How I even, came up with this channel. In 2020, I was dating a girl named Ruth, and this girl broke my heart. She was this Dominican girl, I brought her down here for like a few days. She just used me. And the next year when I was doing Uber, I met this girl named, I'm not gonna say her name. But you have seen her in some of my videos. I'm not gonna say her name though. But she was a little bit older than me. I was like 27 and she was like 30. And she's the one who put me on to the game of the Dominican Republic and how everything works. But pretty much, she was in a situation with someone, but we kind of kept our thing on the low. So her guy never found out. And, I was dating her sister in the Dominican Republic, and I was kind of serious with her sister. She was younger than her, like she was younger than me, but I wasn't in love with her sister. I was really, really into the one who was in a relationship. But we were never gonna be that because she was in a compromising situation by being with me. Obviously, she can't be with me and her guy. She was the first person to teach me how to move down there, how things work down there, and that's something that I'll always appreciate from her. Because if it wasn't without her, I would have never been in the situation that I'm in now. I would have never learned the nature of women in other countries. So I really owe it to her for putting me on game. And really, a lot of the Spanish that I learned from dealing with her and with her sister. So I can honestly say, being the fact that she was an older woman, she was more mature than me. And she was able to see the little immaturities that were in me and help me realize them so that I could become a different man. And that has, that reality has come to pass, and I have definitely become that guy just from being, with her. Sorry, I had to hit my vape. Orion vapes are my favorite vapes. Orion, please, I need you guys to be a sponsor for my channel. I only smoke your vapes. You guys make the best vapes. If you guys smoke vapes, Orion vapes, I'll show you. I only buy their vapes. Like, this one is blueberry pie, strawberry watermelon, blueberry, and raspberry. Orion, if you guys ever see this video, I would love for you to be my first sponsor. Shout out to the channel because I, got monetized at 500 subscribers. We're almost at 1,000 now. So we're about to, get into ad revenue. But, none of this is possible without you guys. So thank you for liking the channel, subscribing, and commenting. I know I haven't had the chance to reply to everyone's, comments, but I will get into that as soon as I get a chance. This is the first video, and I'm dropping this on February 9th in honor of Vultures, which hopefully he does drop volume 1 of Vultures, because he said February 9th, so let's just see if he keeps his word. I pretty much slept around with this girl for 2.5 years, and her guy never found out. They finally did get a divorce, not because of me, and I ended up not marrying her sister because her sister was kind of a chapeadora. Like, she, I can't even put it on her. I wasn't the most faithful boyfriend. She wanted a guy who really genuinely loved her, and I wasn't doing my part. I have done so much more for Noemi than I've done for any other girl because I learned from, my mistakes with other women. So one thing you got to know when you're dating a Dominican girl or any girl in the country, money is going to be involved. It doesn't matter how you feel about it or what you think about it. Money will always be involved because you're dealing with a girl who lives in a third world country. Noemi had a situation where her TV, the LED broke. Where's that money coming from? Obviously from me. But at the end of the day, I'm going to take care of it because 4,000 pesos to me isn't a lot. It's a lot to her, but it isn't to me. And at the end of the day, as long as she's being faithful, as long as she's doing what I tell her to do, then we're good. We're good. We're Gucci. But when it came down to me telling her, hey, babe, look, I'm paying the rent. I'm taking care of your issues. I'm going to need the passwords to your accounts. She gave them to me, And of course, I scrolled through that bitch and seeing the dudes in her messages and leaving her comments and saying this and saying that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't faze me because I know as long as she stays framed and she does what I tell her to do, we're not going to have no issues. Any guy can go through her Instagram and say whatever they want to say to her. But as long as she is faithful to me, we don't have no issues. I don't care who's commenting and saying this, trying to get her number and all this other stuff. That shit don't matter to me. As long as she is a woman of her word, we're good. We have no issues. When I was with the married woman, I don't want to put our tea out there, but when I was with her, I had this sense of I was in love with her. But she can never truly be in love with me because a woman cannot answer to two masters. When you have someone who's taking care of you and paying for your stuff and taking care of your kids and stuff, that guy is number one. When you're just the guy who goes out to dinner and has fun with you, you come last on importance. And when I was a little bit younger, I couldn't see that. I didn't view it that way. I thought she should be as in love with me as I am with her. But as years went on and our relationship blossomed and our connection grew, I think she started to see that. She just started to see it a little bit too late, especially when her and the guy weren't together anymore. And she got a taste of that single mom life and she saw, yeah, life in America ain't cheap. You gotta pay for everything. And when you're paying for stuff on your own, all of a sudden that guy, who stuck by you and all the other stuff, now he's starting to look a little bit, like he might be the one. But of course, it got to a point where I realized I can't be with somebody who's only halfway in it with me. You're either 100% in it with me or you're not in it with me at all. So I got very lucky that I found a girl who I could build a life with, because at the end of the day, I'm 30, and mind you, she was a few years older than me. I couldn't build a life with her. She had kids, she had the guy, she had a past. But when you find a girl who's younger, and look, all that stuff that Myron says on Fresh and Fit is true. You find a younger girl who don't have kids, you're number one. I know I'm her number one, besides her mom and her nephew and her family, whatever. But I'm her number one importance, and she's able to be mine. And that is what works. Especially when you're a little bit older than her, because you can kind of guide her and make her into what you want her to be. And she's gonna experience the United States for the first time after we get married with me. So everything that she experiences here, having kids, all that stuff, will be with me. And I will be able to imprint on her in a way that no other man will be able to. When I was with Carla, she had 2 kids from 2 different dads. There was no way I was going to be able to imprint on her in the same way. And Carla was gorgeous, the most beautiful girl I've ever dated. I was in love with this girl. But realistically, look, if you don't believe me, look at her. She's beautiful. And I loved the shit out of her. But we weren't meant to be together. And when I was in the DR in November, that was for her. I had planned on building a life with her, and it didn't work out. And I'm kind of glad that it didn't. Now, what she didn't know is, because at the end of the day, I'm a mujeriego. It's not going to change. I had girls. I was seeing other girls. You seen me with other girls while I was down there. But Noemi happened to be one of those girls that I was talking to while I was down there. And I'm glad that when it all came down to it, I chose Noemi over everyone else because she proved herself. And, I will always have love for the older girl, the older Dominicana who showed me how to move in the DR. We'll always be friends. It's just, I was putting all of these girls before me and my own happiness, and I'll never do that again, ever. So, I know I've been talking a lot. Moral to the story, guys. If you're dating a Dominicana, that's good. I'm glad. You should definitely meet, and travel outside the country and meet different girls who have a different point of view. But understand, if you're gonna get serious with one, you gotta pick a younger one. It's the only way that it works. The older ones, they're all just trying to get here for their kids. It was the same thing with her. I'm sure that the woman loved her guy, her husband, whatever. But at the end of the day, they didn't work out. And a lot of these relationships, they always end in divorce. The girls end up getting here with the kids and stuff, and then they end up divorcing the dude because he didn't get what he really wanted, and she didn't get what she really wanted. And then she ends up being a single mom, probably doing Uber or Lyft or something like that to pay the bills. And I've seen a lot of Dominicanas go through that, and that's a very unfortunate situation, So I chose a girl who could meet me on the same level as far as our youth and understanding. I'm in school, I want her to come here to learn English and to go to school, and so we can build a life together. So, me and the married woman, we're still friends. I still see her all the time. She made me, in a lot of ways, the man that I am today through her influence, and all those years of me chasing her and begging her to be mine, it didn't work out, but it also made me realize the man I had to be to really get what I wanted, from all the traveling to the DR. So that's that, guys. That is the story. I would love to go into more detail, about how it all started, how we met and how it all went. But I don't want to put her on blast because I know, I don't want anyone to see this and to jump to conclusions. I don't know who's seeing this, but for now, I'll be in the DR soon, within 2 weeks. And for now, I just want to post some story times, let you guys know what's going on with my life and what the plan is heading forward for the channel. As far as the more of the red pill manosphere content that I'm going to be posting soon. So I hope that you guys enjoyed some of those, reactions and stuff I was posting before. I probably will be posting more, but for right now, I want to get back into the people. I want to start making more videos for the people who were with me from the beginning, who were watching when I didn't know what I was doing. I was just posting myself talking. So I want to start getting back into giving you guys more information on how to move, because she helped me move. She taught me how to move in the DR. And I want to teach you guys how to move in the DR. So that when you find your Dominicana or Colombiana, Venezuelana, no me importa, you can appreciate what you have with her and skip the games, skip the playing with your heart and all that other stuff. I just want you to really find a girl who's really there for you. That's what's really important. Guys, I have so much I want to tell you. I really do have so much I want to tell you. But let's take our time with this. I know some of you guys telling me oh, John, your videos are too long. But there's a lot of information, and I'm used to watching podcasts and stuff, so I make these videos for people who actually want to listen to me talk. Thank you guys once again. Happy 2024. Happy Black History Month. Happy Vultures, Kanye West. Hope that you drop that shit tonight. And happy Passport Bros. Happy Passport Bros. Shout out to us, And any of you guys who are gonna be there in February, hit me up. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right. Peace.